All right, it's been a little bit. I had to take some unexpected time off. I got a pretty gnarly cut on my left hand in one of my fingers, and it got infected. So that was pretty painful, and I was waiting for that to clear and then heal before I could start lifting because it was I could not hold things in my left hand, and I didn't want to risk agitating it until it it moved on. Um, Keep up with your tetanus shots would be my recommendation because I got cut on a cable and it was very infected. It wasn't great, but it's better now. So kind of back to doing what I was doing before. Um, Front squats did at 185. Honestly, they felt pretty good, and I really looking at my legs, like they look pretty big right now. So that's nice. Like looking a little thick. It's part of the goal. I kind of joke with my friends that I aspire to have the physique of a refrigerator, and just getting a little closer. It seems each and every workout with that. With that too, I weighed in at 194 pounds today, so kind of heavy for me. Usually I kind of hover around 188, maybe 189. So 194 is a little hefty. I haven't really been eating great the past week or so. So that's probably contributing to it. And I haven't been moving either. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mind getting back up to 200 and kind of hovering there for a little bit, but it would be nice to be up there with a bit more muscle than I have now. And I definitely need to probably increase my protein intake, lower my carbohydrates a little bit to be able to kind of recomp a little bit. And I would definitely need to work out more, probably add in a little bit more cardio work than what I do to kind of help burn a little bit more calories and get some of the fat burned off a little bit. But I don't know, just kind of things to play with. I'm fine with the weight I'm at now. Like I feel good. It's not like I feel like I'm being weighed down by it or kind of slowed down or anything. It's just pretty casual. Though I always had the thought of, man, what would I look like if I just cut like 10% of or cut down 10% of body fat. I'm at like 23%, 24% right now. If I cut down to like 13, 14%, I'd probably look really good. Though outside of like my massive core, just gonna be like a weird looking stomach compared to everything else. But I don't know, just things I've mused with, but I'm not really like, that's not like a necessity for me. I'm not concerned about how I look so much as about how much I can lift. But I don't want to be like super hefty. I don't mind like a little bit of fat here or there because, mass moves mass. But yeah, speaking of that though, front squats moved fairly easily. Still just kind of work my way up to the 225 for a set of 5 sets of 5. And after that decided to do some trap bar deadlifts off the ground. I felt really good with them. Those 135s were really casual. And that 225 was super explosive. That first rep felt a little rough for me, but after that, they were just kind of exploding through, and I felt really good doing it the whole time. I did a triple at 315 after that right here, and that felt really easy. Just look at how quickly it's coming off the ground now. 315 pounds. That's not light, and just pick it up like it's not much of anything. 405 again. This actually felt a little heavy when I was doing it, and maybe it's just because I hadn't really done much in a week, but it took a little bit of effort to get up. That as easy as it had been in previous weeks when I was really kind of pushing and pushing and pushing. But I decided to just kind of go for it with 475 and try to do it raw. So just went over and gave it my best shot and was able to pull that pretty convincingly. Took a little bit to really get going, but I think it's just one of those things where it's getting used to moving that weight. So a nice little 15-pound PR right there. Always feel nice to get something going there. Had an idea in mind to shoot for 525 today, just with how things went after, how I was feeling today and how things had went with that 475. I thought, I'll give it a shot and see what happens. Wasn't about to try to do that raw at all. I might have been able to do 500 raw. I don't know. Probably could have definitely pulled that with straps today. But 525 unfortunately didn't happen. I gave it a couple of solid tries. But one thing I noticed is that my hips rose, and I think that's where I lost a lot of the power. So you see them kind of slowly going up and up and up and up as I'm trying to activate the hips. Tried it again here, a little bit more authoritative in how I approach the bar. Just kind of convincing myself this weight's going to get pulled up. I'm going to have no issue with this. And kind of in a similar vein, the hips started rising at the end. And again, I think I'm just having difficulty just getting that started. I did budge the bar off the ground, though. So that was something that was better than the first try. I had to take a pause for a second to make sure I wasn't going to pass out because I was feeling a little lightheaded after that pull. And that's not something that I haven't done before. But, the overall fairly productive workout. Nice to kind of like get back in just a little bit after almost passing out. Or not almost passing out, after having to be off for a week because of the injury to my hand. But, it's feeling good. I don't know what I'm going to do for Saturday. Probably some, obviously some more front squats because that's just now part of the program and how things are going. I'm thinking I might do some of the 9-inch block pulls with a deadlift bar and see if I can budge 440 or 500 on that bar. Just because I haven't done that on that bar in a very long time. I've never done it really on a block pull, but I've definitely done it on, like a rack pull. We're only moving it at 1 or 2 inches, so it's a lot easier to get that one moment of like explosive pulling and get that up off the rack. So I might go with those. Just kind of see how that feels. I'm just excited to just kind of keep doing this. I really enjoy being able to apply my strength and the capabilities of my body to figure out where my limits are and just keep pushing them further and further and further because I want to improve and this is my avenue to do it. So looking forward to it. Glad to be back in it again.